All right, welcome to the Feedback Podcast, everybody. My name is Back. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 252. Yeah, I just learned that. A couple of announcements, actually three announcements. Number one, make sure you follow the Feedback everywhere on social media, preferably Instagram. That's where I do most of my shit. And go to the archive. I just had some really funny people. I just did one with Aaron Cheatham was back on last week. Mumford Davis was on. Who else was up? I did a Moon Tower special with Lisa Brass, Scott Butler, the co-founders and director of communication or something for the Moon Tower Comedy Fest. David Santafonte was on. Doc Farrow from Young Sheldon was on. So just go to the archive. There's a bunch of funny people I talked to. If you can go all the way back, I've talked to a lot of DJs, artists, musicians, people like Jackie Vincent, DJ Mel, a lot of people from Austin. If you want to know about the Austin scene, how it was, little background about how Austin used to be before the Californians fucking showed up. I'm just playing. Just go check it out. Just go to the archives. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave a review. Leave a comment. It helps me. I ain't making no money doing this. I ain't got no sponsors. This is all my money I'm putting into this for so long. I don't care to have a Patreon. This is just fun for me because I get to talk to cool people and, get to know them. These are people that I appreciate that I put on. So, show them some love. Show me some love. 5 stars only. I'll take 4. On a good day, I'll take a 4. 4 stars fine. But, give me a shout out. Share with your friends. Also, follow Hip Hop Bingo on Instagram. The next one will be on Sunday, May 22nd at Native Hostel. And we'll talk to my guest today is the comic that's going to be on. I don't want to say his name yet. Hold on. He's like, motherfucker, you going to introduce me or what? Yes, follow Hip Hop Bingo. It's the West Coast edition. So Snoop, Tupac, Kendrick, The Game, Warren G, Ice Cube, you name it, we'll have it. DJ K, Cali, Rudy Davino, Ed Hustle. Shout out to Chris Tobar for the graphics. We're going to have some Jamaican food. We're going to give away some prizes to like barbecue and lemonade vodka and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you go to hiphopbingo.live and get your tickets. They just got released at the time that I'm recording this. So it sells out. It always sells out. So don't wait. I know people like to wait in Austin until like the last, could not get in, blah, 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 it's sold out. Like, motherfucker, it's been out for 3 weeks, okay? It's early bird. It's $10 up until this weekend, and prices go up from there. So you can wait. Make more money for me, so go for it. Go for it. Last but not least, by the way, the episodes of the podcast are on YouTube. Go to thefeedback.com/YouTube or look up the Feedback BAK on YouTube. All the episodes are there. I just caught up last week, so go check those out so you can put some faces to the names you've been hearing on the show, so you can go see them live and go tell them what's up and tell them that you just got to see them on the podcast or hear them on this podcast. All right. Now we're done with all these disclaimers. Let me introduce my guest. I got Gabe Davis in my house. How you doing, man?
Hey, good. All right.
Thank you. Yeah,
I can talk now.
You were waiting all the time. Like, this fool. I'm going to be sitting here. What did I come here for?
It's the cadence. It's the cadence that's throwing me off. It's just like, okay, not yet.
Not yet. Now, when can I say your name? That's supposed to...
I know, but I thought it was coming. I got to lean forward and get in position to talk.
Yeah, but you don't. People don't go to Colbert and then they start talking. They don't go, ladies and gentlemen, here comes... whatever, Jason Bateman. He's not talking from the backstage going, yo, I'm here.
Yeah, but see, I didn't come from back. Okay, next time I need to be outside.
Okay,
and then you bring me in.
Okay. It's going to look weird as fuck because this is a small room.
I got to walk past the camera twice.
Yeah, right? They put the headphones on and say, get settled. Let me grab a drink. I'm like, man, we just wasted 30 seconds.
That would be interesting, though. You do that for the podcast. This is a video portion to it.
Yeah.
You bring the person in and they walk in, but, I mean, they can see on the title who's coming, so...
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. God damn it.
I don't know, but yeah. It's your show. I didn't mean to come and try to change it.
Oh, no. Thank you. You want to be my producer? I'm hired.
Oh, no, man.
For no money.
Yeah. This is a passion project, as you just stated.
Yeah, it's true. So if out of my pocket. So you got to. I give you some water. So I'm a good host.
I'm doing this for a cup of water. It was a good cup of water though. I really was like
in a red cup, not even a glass. I'm like, fuck, it ain't that fancy.
It looks like we're drinking alcohol, but it's
Well,
like, no,
let's keep it looking like that.
it's just clear.
I do have alcohol if you want some.
Oh no, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
You do drink though, right?
I do drink. I drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember actually the last time, actually the first time that we got to kick it was that time outside of Antone's with you, me, and Dre. And we ended up at that bar, and then you almost got in a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you were with us.
Yeah, that was
I was talking about it the other night. I was like, who's the other person?
That was me.
When that dude punched
Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he couldn't take a joke. And you know what happened?
Did you hear what he said to him?
You remember the joke?
No, I didn't hear it.
So Dre, so he said, and I know the guy. I know him from around the way. He's one of those cats that's everywhere. Like if you're out in Austin, like you've seen that dude.
I still see him everywhere.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't say anything to me.
No, it doesn't say anything to me either.
Oh,
But here's what happened. So, long story long, we're out after Antone's. We walk over to Chupacabra on 6th Street, right? Yeah. We're sitting on the patio, and then he knows me, so he comes up and says, "What's up?" And then I'm like, "Yo, these are comics, all that." And he goes, "Yo, I support everything black." And then Dre goes, "Even black rapists?"
That's it.
And he goes, "No, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Like, you can't joke about that." And he goes, "I don't know. You said you support everything black." And he couldn't take the joke.
Which is a fucked up joke, but it's still a joke.
No, but I told him, like, "Yo, man, relax. Like, this is just a joke. No, you can't joke about this shit." I'm like, "You just said you support everything black. I think that makes sense." According to your logic, his statement, as in you support black rapists, is a logical statement to make. And he goes, "No, I ain't having that. And then they almost, came to blows. And then you guys went inside.
Yeah.
And I stayed outside with him. I'm like, "Yo, man, you need to chill the fuck out."
Yeah.
And then he started pushing me. You guys went inside because he was going like,
okay.
yeah. And I'm like, and he was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
okay.
Drunk. And then I'm like, "Yo, man, I mean, I know you, but I don't know you like that. So fuck off. Like I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
And so after that, he took off, and I saw him. The next time I saw him was at a comedy show at Vulcan. I like to kill Tony or some shit.
I've seen him so many places.
He's one of those cats. Like, he'll pop out of nowhere and like, "Oh, of course you're here." It's one of those things. And then he came. He apologized to me for like 3 minutes straight. Like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you pushed me, but it was my boy Dre you were trying to punch in the face."
Yeah.
And it was like, "Yo, I'm sorry. Well, we cool." He came like 5 times that night, apologizing. "Yo, man, no, we good. I'm like, "Nah, whatever." No, you pushed me too.
That was some weirdo shit. It was so, because he just can't, because we didn't know him at all. Like you said, we didn't know him.
No, yeah.
And he was almost just.
But I know him, but I don't know him. It's one of those.
Which even makes it even more weird. Like, why did he come over there where we were trying to chill with us?
No, he saw me and he came to say what's up to me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like he's one of those, like I've done things around, I mean, I don't say it like that, but I've like produced events.
Yeah,
and if I'm out and about, it's one of those like, if you're one of those guys that go out a lot, like I was, like you run into the same people all the time.
Right.
And it feels like, damn, every time I'm out, I see this motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
But I can't say that like he's never been to my crib and never been to his crib. I don't even know his last name.
Right. It's just y'all always in the same spaces.
Exactly, because I have a lot of mutual friends, and and now it's like I'll walk by him or he walks by me, and it's just barely a nod. Well, like I've seen him at Creek. I've seen him at Creek a few times too.
I've seen him at Creek. I saw him this past weekend. Just everywhere.
I was at a corner store. I was at HEB. I was in the produce section. He was buying broccoli. I was like, God damn.
I think he was at my show one time. He was at he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
But he's never like recognized you.
He doesn't say what's up. I don't think he recognizes me.
I don't think so.
Cause like when all that was happening, I didn't hear any of that. I was on my phone and I looked up and the punch had already happened. So,
I was laughing, and then he was like, "No, man, that's fucked up." And then he's like, "Yeah, black rapists and black pedophiles and shit." And Dre just like
kept going.
kept doubling down, like, "Yeah, black pedophiles too." And I was like, "Yo, man, calm down." And I'm like, "Yo, they comics, that's what they do. Like, you know what? This is no, man, it's fucked up, man. I don't support that shit. I don't get down like that." I'm like, "Come on."
But he just say that. Did he think that Drake was calling him a rapist?
Yeah.
Now I'm has he raped somebody?
I don't know, man. He's out a lot.
That's a weird way to react to that joke. It's almost like that's a reaction of like, who told you?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Who snitched?
Who told you that? Like, that's really what that is.
No, but I mean, he was offended, and there was no way like calming him down. And Dre is not gonna back out of a joke.
Yeah.
He's like, no, fuck it. And and here's the thing. Dre's one of those cats, like, I've never seen him lose his cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But at one point, it was like, yo, if you want to do this, we can do this. Yeah, he had that look on his face. I'm like, oh, fuck, this man is the most I don't give a fuck guy I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And he's about to, like, go to blows with your ass. You think he does have that, like, that hidden strength? Like, he's about to turn Super Saiyan on your ass? Yeah. You don't see that. You're about to see that shit, so relax.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fuck it.
Because it makes you think, what if Dre was like, so that means you support black murderers? Will he reacted the same way?
Maybe. I mean, black anything. Like, black murderers, black rapists, black serial killers. They exist. Well, I don't know about black serial killers.
I think it's a minority. Like, I think there should.
Is there a black serial killer?
There's got to be. I don't know about a famous one, but
you remember the snipers?
Oh, the DC sniper?
Yeah, there was a black dude, right?
Yeah.
He had a kid with him, another black kid with him. There was two people.
Because he was shooting the guy in DC.
That's the only one I can think of.
Because everybody else was just like one incident, and that was it. Like Christopher Dorner. I guess you could say he was.
Who's that?
That's the guy. He looks like the dad from That's So Raven.
Christopher what?
This was
what
Dorner. Like, can you look stuff up? And pull up on the screen. It's like his name is like he was like a military dude. They ended up catching him in the cabin, and it's happened so long ago, so I'm fuzzy on the details. But that was his name,
Christopher Dorner.
I don't know if you can classify him as a serial killer, but he definitely wrote a manifesto.
He had semi-automatic rifles, smoke bombs, pistols. Oh, there was an old manhunt. When was this? I never heard. 2013?
Yeah.
Where was I? I don't remember this. It was a one-off. It was a one-hit wonder, dude.
It was a one-off because they killed him.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
One-hit wonder. That's all it was.
And then he got out of the game permanently.
It was a whoop. There it is. Nobody knew him after that. I don't remember him.
It's more like Amy Winehouse. One hit and died.
Oh man, I don't remember.
And then there was a guy most recently that shot up the subway in New York. The black dude.
Oh, the 60-year-old dude.
Yeah, but that was like was that really serial killing? No, was that
no.
Like a mass shooting?
Yeah, he killed a lot of people in one series within 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't like I'm gonna go do one, I'm gonna go home prep for another one, come back next week.
Yeah,
that's a series.
Yeah.
That's the whole season.
Okay.
It's the episodes of this shit. Like, you gotta have episodes. Otherwise, you're just like, brrrr, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a multiple hit wonder.
But it's not a lot. Like, I feel like they aren't like, we got black serial killers, but they aren't necessarily as, like, I guess, renowned. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a renowned black serial killer? Like, people still talk about Jack the Ripper.
Right. Look, there's a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary that just came out. We still talk about him.
We still talk about John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, that dude. John Wayne Gacy.
We still talk about the clown killer from the 70s. And I'm like, what else is there to say?
This crazy white dude is a fucking raping kids and burying them in their house or whatever.
I was talking to a friend about this. It's like, it seems so easy to murder people in the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, every documentary about the 70s, somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Like you just knock on the door and then you just get in there.
Yeah, it's like,
and shoot them.
Crime was rampant. Meantime, people were at discos.
Yeah.
Like,
and open the door for anybody.
Yeah. Like, really, but honestly, if I were to go back to a decade in history,
okay,
I'd go back to the 70s.
Why?
Just musically. Think about all the music that came out in the 70s.
Bee Gees and...
No. Come on, man. slide and Family Stone and shit.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
BGs. Fucking about BGs. I'll be at Studio 54 just doing it up. No.
Okay.
No, I mean, so because it's in there's this one doc called 1977, A Year in Hell. It's about in New York.
Okay.
Because that's the year that like Studio 54, I think, like blew up. That's when you had all the underground like rock bands. That's when hip hop was starting to like, party in the park and like plug it into the not the generator, but like the light the lamp and all. Yeah. So that was the year where shit it was blowing up all over the place, and a lot of people got shot.
Yeah. Killers were running rampant, man.
I mean, where would you go? What decade would you go back to? Well, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, you qualify. Go ahead.
I go back.
You can't go back like 2011.
It don't count. Like you got to go back to when you weren't alive.
I'm going pre-COVID, like 2019.
I just want to do it over. Like
yeah, I'm talking about like there was some shit like you're not even born yet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to go back and do something you got to go back to a decade you didn't live in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I would do 80s. Cause you still pick up some of the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So from like 80 to 83, the music was still kind of similar.
Yeah,
to the
Thriller.
70s. The sound didn't really change until mid 80s.
True. So you had Thriller.
So you pick up some of that 70s party shit, and then you get into the 80s where you get because Thriller was what 85? 82.
82, 83. Thriller?
Yeah.
God damn.
I thought Thriller was like more middle 80s because Off the Wall was first.
Man, we gotta. I wish I had a fact checker.
So yeah,
Thriller came out in 1982, November.
Oh, 82. Okay.
Yeah, 82.
Yeah. So you get that. You got.
You gonna claim Thriller? That's like, you just wanted to claim Thriller.
I didn't even know that, but like you got all the 80s music, but like I'm saying, like if you go back to like 1980, 83, even if you listen to like old Hall & Oates, it still sounded 70s-ish. They didn't get all 80s.
True.
They didn't get all out of touch and all that shit until like mid to late 80s.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I just think, and it was still like a party thing. You take away the crack, still pretty decent.
People still getting shot.
Decade. I mean, yeah, people still getting shot, but
Well, the thing was more murders.
And then hip hop was around. So like you go back in the set. So
you don't claim hip hop too.
So then in the 70s, like you got disco, and then you got like some of the soft
funk.
rock. You got funk.
Yeah, it's the funk part that I'd be like, oh yeah.
But you got funk in the 80s too.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
I mean, Isley Brothers was running the 80s.
Okay. Isley Brothers were running 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Like they've been
I thought
around.
they chilled. I thought he chilled out a little bit in the 90s.
Yeah, but you still.
And then Busted and Contagious came out, and it was like, all right, now he back. But like 80s was
No, 80 to 85.
But I give you 70s is good because you got like Earth, Wind and Fire, you got all that stuff in the 70s.
Yeah, you got
80s
Kool and the Gang,
hip hop, and like
you got Soul Train
pop. Yeah.
Well, really, it's hip hop that really, like, I would have loved to see like James Brown live in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's that if you think about the level, the caliber of musicians and artists that came out in the 70s. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 80s had a lot of most 80s.
We had Rick James.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Rick James is 70s.
I thought
70s, 80s.
Yeah,
he's on top of both.
That's why I say 80s because you
just
still get that leftover. You get that leftover.
Yeah, leftovers.
And then like so the parties, was like wild because you could throw. I just imagine like you can go from like disco, like, especially early 80s. You go from like disco to like the newer like synth stuff. Like there had to be like a point in the 80s where there was this mix at parties where it was like a little bit of that synth pop stuff.
Yeah.
To a little bit of like the disco stuff. There had to be that point. I just don't know music well enough.
Can I change my decade? I was born in the 80s. So
then drugs was probably crazy at these 80s parties. Like, it ain't.
Do you know like that? Some of that 80s pop. I mean, there was so many one-hit wonders in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think there's a song that's the quintessential 80s song. Do you remember Tango and Cash, the movie with Stallone and Kurt Russell?
Didn't they remake that?
No, God no.
But I've heard of that, yeah.
Anyway, there's a scene in there where Terry Hatcher comes out and she's a stripper. She's Stallone's sister. And there's a song, I think it's called Yazoo. I can't play because I'll get fucking pulled off.
Yeah, yeah.
But think like hardcore synthesizer type of song
Okay.
with like the singer is like this boyish, like think Boy George, like a lot of makeup, kind of heavy set, and the entire band is one dude on the synthesizer playing with one hand and just going and nodding.
Just a fat androgynous dude with one hand.
Like,
Just,
he had the blonde hair just falling over half his face. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had that look, and he was just that's the whole song. It's the whole song, and I'm like, that's 80s. And don't get me wrong, like when you think, all right, now you got to claim like all the Eddie Murphy movies. You got to claim all the. When did Beverly Hills Cop come out? That's 80s.
I think that's 80s.
It is 80s.
48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Delirious, all that stuff.
God damn it! Maybe I pick it. I lived. Well, I didn't really live it because I was in France.
Yeah.
But still.
And then let me see. As far as like the 70s, I don't know too much about it other than like disco and you got Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts.
What?
that I don't know. That's I think it was a movie. Yeah, that was a movie. I'm trying to think of like the 70s movies. Horror movies was just that was the decade.
70s?
Yeah, there was some good horror movies from the 70s. Then the original Hills Have Eyes come out in the 70s. The original Last House on the Left, all the Wes Craven stuff.
I'm not into horror movies at all.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
A little bit.
I don't get them.
Like
I don't have to get not that I don't get them.
Yeah,
it's supposed to scare you. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's different types of horror. Like you have like the psychological ones. You have like the slasher flicks where somebody just running from somebody with a.
Okay, so those are the stupid ones.
But they're meant to be.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
So the worst horror movie I've ever watched. See, the thing when I watch horror movies, I laugh because it's stupid.
Okay.
There was one called Wrong Turn. Have you seen that one?
I've seen Wrong Turn. That was like in the 90s, I think.
So it's a bunch of hot kids get lost in the woods, like car breaks down.
That's the part somebody's going to take from this podcast. Just a bunch of hot kids coming from your mouth. It's a bunch
of hot kids.
Of hot, sexy children.
Pretty much. Like, they're all horned up. They all in couples except for the one weirdo who's the nerd. Yeah. And then the car breaks down, and they look for help. Nobody comes up. And then they start walking in the woods, and they found a cabin. And, of course, the cabin has a bunch of crazy inbred motherfuckers with chainsaws.
Yeah.
And there's like three like weird looking dudes that are like I guess the scary guys.
Yeah.
And then at one point they get so dumb. The pretty kids start dying one by one until they're like 4 left, and they decide to climb up a tree and stay the night up on the tree. And they wake up to the sound of a chainsaw come down the tree. And like, oh fuck, now we're stuck up here. And yeah, they all die except for the hottest couple. Like out of 8, like 2 left. It's like the power couple's the one that always makes it. But that shit always cracks me up. So that's why I'm like, I don't fuck with horror movies.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun time, like to watch.
I would get high first. I wasn't even high, and I was like, this is hilarious.
Man, like, so that's not really. That's like I just like those. That's like a cat. I call it cat and mouse style of horror movie, where it's just like they're just getting chased.
Yeah, and it's like
the whole movie.
Right. So like we're gonna split up like Scooby Doo. You guys go over here. You guys go over there, and then there's 2 left. You go, okay, we're gonna split up 2 groups of 1. I guess you go that way. I go that way. What's the noise in the basement? Oh, Wendy. It's the same shit.
I mean, they're all silly and stupid. Have you? Well, if you don't like them, you probably haven't seen this one. But it's one called House of Wax. Where
I know by name.
Yeah, so House of Wax. Yeah, basically, it was a remake, kind of an old, I think, 70s horror movie where these kids, these
pretty ass kids again.
Pretty kids, these very pretty white children, and one black dude.
Oh,
and
of course, there's one black dude
who was into sports.
Oh, of course,
not saying anything, but he was into sports. And
what kind of sports? Hockey?
He
got to be believable.
It was a football game, I think. So they were driving. The whole purpose of the movie, the kids are driving to see a football game, and then
car breaks down in the woods.
No,
Oh.
There's a twist, actually. Instead of breaking down,
Uh-huh.
they decided it was... So they stopped at some bar, had drinks, and there's two separate cars. So then they're following each other, and then they get too sleepy to keep going. So they
What?
pull over
Okay.
and camp.
What could go wrong?
Pull over and camp in
On the side of the road.
Yeah, but the funniest part about this movie is...
It is funny.
They decided to pull over and camp because they were too tired. So I was like, in my mind, I'm watching it. You can pull over and just sleep in the car, or you can take turns driving. There's 6 of these niggas going to see this football game. And
How about a gas station? How about a hotel?
how about just take turns driving?
Yeah, no, yeah. No, Mike, you're driving.
They had to get there by a certain time because the football game was at like 2. I think that's what they said.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
And they drove the day before?
Yeah, they had so long to drive. They were going to drive all night and get there that morning or something. I don't understand the plan, but it fell off the rails when somebody got sleepy, and instead of saying, "Hey, let's just drive in shifts," and I take a nap, and then I wake up, and then I don't know how far they were driving, but either way, instead of doing
I
all
don't
that,
care how far that was. If
But
you drive cross country, there's 6 people. You take turns. Come on, man. You can drive through like all the states.
it gets sillier. So they pulled over to sleep because they were so tired, but they didn't sleep.
Huh?
They playing catch with the football. They setting up tents. They got music blasting. I'm thinking
Are they in the middle of nowhere?
they just in the field. They pulled off the road, drove into through like a wooded area that just happened to have like a roadway,
Uh-huh.
and it had an open enough area for them to set up camp.
It's someone's property.
They set a fire. They did all that. They are literally camping. I thought they were sleepy. They never went to bed. And then eventually they did go to bed. A truck pulls up. So here's
I want to see what the
it's
killing
even
starts.
worse. This podcast is gonna be me describing this movie. And so,
Okay, I'll take a recap. Get a synopsis.
dude, they're playing catch with the football, and a lot of doing just frolicking, being pretty white kids with a token black friend. And then a truck pulls up
Uh-huh.
and just sits there with the lights on.
Like flash, like lights at them.
Just lights on bright
On
at
them,
them.
at
On them at night. And they stop just playing football, record scratch, all that. They just stop and they're like, they do that old cocky, arrogant, white, cocky, arrogant kid stuff where it's like, "Hey, asshole."
Yeah.
One dude throw a bottle at the truck and it breaks on that truck's headlight and it breaks the headlight. And now you gave whoever that is a reason to fuck
Now
you
they're
up.
pissed.
To
Yeah.
fuck you up. Like,
They were looking for direction. Now they're gonna kill you.
but they never got out of the truck. They just sat there for a long time. And then they
First they're
back.
like, yeah, lights.
Spoiler, you find out at the end that this is one of the people that are like part of the House of Wax. And the House of Wax is they just kidnap people. They kidnap people and then they cover them in wax to make like a wax museum. That's what the movie is. They kidnap someone like,
And they put them in wax.
and they
make dolls out of them.
they
You can't break out of wax.
no they
kill 'em first.
They paralyze them and then they break bones and shit, and then they cover them in wax and then they place them where they want. Like one dude like at a piano, and the whole town it's like this wax town.
And nobody knows that those are real like dead people. Like
Not at the time.
They open the next day at 9:00
But they drop
for visitors.
but there's no visitors. It's just these two brothers just creating this wax town.
Oh, they don't charge.
If you
It's not
find
an
it,
attraction.
if you find it, you can go and walk through. If you can make it out, you saw it, but you pay with your life. But they didn't find actually they did find the wax town. That's why they fucked up. So
This is the stupidest-
I'm jumping all around, but so after the truck comes and after the truck comes and backs away, like after it's finished sitting there running for a while, probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes their time, it backs away and drives off. And what these dumb children do is go to bed right there. Still camp. Don't leave. Don't do I watch it.
They probably got a tank full of gas too.
This the hint. Leave. Like, if you were tired,
Man, them white kids are too easy to kill.
if you were tired, that would have woke you up.
What did the black guy do?
Stay with them. He didn't stay with them. No one was like, we need to leave. They were like, oh, he's gone now. We can go back to sleep. And then they wake up the next
Can't
morning.
go to sleep.
They sleep deep because they woke up the next morning. One of them niggas came back and cut a cable in the car where the car wouldn't drive away. So they only had one working car after a while.
So they can all fit in one car?
Well, apparently they didn't think that because they went walking around and they encountered a guy who they just found a guy. He happens to be associated with the House of Wax. He drives them to town, which is the Wax Town, to get a part for the car. And that's when the movie really gears up. That's when all the killing starts. So
who dies first? The black guy? Did that start the black guy die first?
The black guy didn't die first.
Second. Not last.
He didn't survive.
Of course he didn't survive.
But yeah, he didn't survive. They almost got away. Cause they were like, two people stayed behind, like, we're gonna get the part for the car and fix it, and then we'll meet y'all at the game. And then whoever could fit in the first car just went to the game. And then when they were calling and couldn't get them, they turned around and came back to look for them, and that's when everybody started dying.
So nobody made it to the game. Everybody died.
Nobody made it to the game, but two people lived. It was the two pretty white children.
Yeah, the power couple. It's always like Kelly and Michael always make it.
No. It was a brother and sister that lived. It was a brother and sister duo that.
Oh, white kids.
Yeah, it was still white.
Still white kids.
White kids, but it was a brother and sister, not a couple. But
who won the game? That's what I want to know.
Nobody told.
At the end, it's like our team won.
I don't even remember if they mentioned the game and who won.
It could have been anything. Like they're on their way to HEB, and then they're going to drive cross country to go to grocery shopping. Fuck the game. Nobody cared about the game.
It's wild because like they show in these horror movies something has to be stupid in order for the plot to progress.
Yeah.
Because like a sensible person, it wouldn't have gotten this far. The whole camping because we too tired to sleep and it's 6 of us. Nah, bro, we ain't pulling over.
It's like 5 p.m. Like, oh man, I'm tired.
Yeah, like why we leave? So we could have just left tomorrow, or like drive until we take turns driving until we get to a hotel. Something.
Yes. You know what? I'll catch the second half. How's that?
Yeah,
It's not that bad. Is that game really that important?
You clearly didn't care because you pulled over at a bar to hang out and drink, and then got in the car to continue on to this game.
Would you drive across state for a game?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
No.
I can watch it on TV.
I don't care that much about football to
drive. I don't care about anything to drive that far. Not even pussy. I won't even drive that far across state just for that.
I'll do like 3 hours. I do comedy, so I'll drive a long time. I have no problem doing that. But
okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. But just to go to it. But I'm doing that. Like, I'm driving to do that.
Yeah, but you by yourself. You're planning it. You're like,
right.
No, I'm not. I got a full tank of gas. I got my registration. I got my insurance. I got my tires are dope. I'm good. I ain't going to break down if I got to drive 4 or 5 hours, maybe more.
Yeah.
Right. But you ain't going to get caught in the field.
No. Yeah, if I got to drive 4 or 5 hours, right, I'm planning for that 4 or 5 hour drive. I'm not just hopping in the car at night.
This is the
I'm just
you know what? I think you got me. This is worse than Wrong Turn.
Just pull up at a gas station, a Love's or a Buc-ee's, since this is Texas. Like something, just
a Motel 6.
Something bright lights and cops driving by every once in a while. Even though they may bother you, but
it's mostly white folks. They'll be all right.
Exactly. They'll be okay.
Yes, they'd be like, even if the car broke down, be like, yo, I need help. They would help them. Don't put the black guy on the street. Put Kelly and Michael hitchhike. Hey. We can help. Right. Give me a, how you call it? You got a jack. We can, crank the car up, whatever. Yeah. But otherwise, man, this is why I like horror movies. Like I never watched Saw, any of them. I never watched. Okay. I did watch Get Out, but I don't think of it like a horror movie though.
It
is, but it's not. It is. As a black man, it is.
Yeah.
No, it's a reality show as a black man. Really?
Even the body snatching part, but
yeah. But it was weird.
It's a horror movie, but it's more of like a, body snatcher kind of horror. It's not like a slasher. People getting, in a sense of like House of Wax and things like that. Was there a lot of really murder scenes in Get Out? I think
nobody died. They just took over their minds and shit. But I don't think anybody dies in it.
Yeah, it's not really gruesome until the end. It's not really bloody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the final showdown was probably the most, I guess, gruesome it got
I try to remember. I don't
because that's
remember what
when
it
he
was.
escaped everyone and beat up
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
family.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
And then Lil Rel shows up to
yeah,
save the day. I'm like, motherfucker, you
I
on the
s-
phone the whole time.
dude, I saw that in the theater.
Oh,
And at the end, when the cop car pulls up
uh huh.
and Lil Rel got out, the theater clapped. Like
It was all
it
black
was an
folks?
applause break.
Probably the most Lil Rel ever heard. No,
But
I fucking,
but
I
it's
don't know
the
the guy. You never hear this.
but it's a gasp. It was a gasp
Yeah,
when
it
the cop
was.
car pulled up.
You're-
Like the whole theater, like, and then when Lil Rel got out. When I'm telling you, it was, everybody clapped and applauded. I'm like, I have never seen that in the theater, ever. Like,
But it was mostly black folks in the theater, right?
I think so. And this was like a daytime showing. This wasn't even at night, like at 8
Yeah, it's
p.m.
cheaper.
I went at like 1
You
so,
know us.
So it's mostly black.
Yes, no.
We
Yeah, we're
like,
matinees.
We working smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Why
We'll,
go at,
we'll still see it.
yeah, yeah.
We'll support.
Yeah.
We'll show some love, but we'll go at 11 a.m.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not us.
It's not a cheap, yeah.
Not our crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole theater experience.
We'll go there and we'll go to brunch.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the date.
Dude, we love brunch, and I wish like the stereotype would change. Like people, still think people associate brunch with like white women,
It is.
but I feel like black people love brunch. Like we love it.
Well, we do.
During football season specifically.
Yo, I went to a brunch. I went to a brunch in Harlem.
Yeah.
And it's the best brunch I've ever been to.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking about my sister was like, yo, we're just gonna go, we're gonna hang, we're gonna have pancakes, blah, 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 and then get the fuck out. We show up and they got 2 DJs.
Packed.
They do I mean, I showed the video after this. It's like people were
Yeah.
twerking on tables.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they were even the staff was rapping along to like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
They were just like running around, doing all the Drake shit. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute. We stay till 7.
Yeah, dude, we love Sunday fun days.
That's
like I feel like that's our shit that we just don't like talk about. But we
how
love
long you
that
been in Austin?
shit. 3 years.
Okay, you missed Sunday Fun Day, Austin Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
I think we invented it.
Okay.
I really think we invented Sunday Fun Day because Sunday Fun Day, I'm talking like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Easy 10 years ago in Austin was because Sunday Fun Day started off as, hey, I work service industry. I worked hard all week, so Sunday is going to be our time to hang out. So bartenders, door guys, anybody in the service industry will get together at bars to hang out. And then motherfuckers started showing up.
Yeah.
That's how, and they were like, oh, we can make more money on a Sunday afternoon. Dope. So we opened the bar on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then we're like, yeah, but if we want them to stick around longer, let's throw some food at them. And that's how brunch started. So you do brunch, and then you do Sunday Fun Day. And West 6 was the spot for Sunday Fun Day. I'm talking
like for us, for black people.
No, for everybody.
For everybody.
Yeah, but like that dude was there every Sunday. And
just looking for somebody to punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any black rapists? Anybody want to accuse me? No, but I'm telling you, it was like, and it became, there were 2 waves.
Yeah.
It's like there was a whole science to it because you eat brunch and then you head out, you go downtown around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you hang on West 6, Dirty Bills, and you basically make the rounds right on that block.
Okay.
And then by 6 o'clock, so you've been drinking all day, and I'm talking from like bottomless mimosa, which I don't know how people get drunk off of mimosa, but apparently they do.
Yeah.
And then the alcohol on top. 6 o'clock, I gotta take my ass home. I gotta work in the morning. And then the second wave show up at 8 o'clock from 8 to 2.
Okay.
And second wave, those are fresh. They didn't do shit all day.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna get the leftovers.
That's the younger crowd mostly, right?
No, there's some old niggas who show up.
Oh, really?
They're leftovers.
Okay. I was just assuming it would be like people that don't really have nothing to do on Monday.
No, it didn't matter.
Oh, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. I mean, you got the ones that would do both waves and they just stay all day and just walk around, moseying around, looking for, because girls would get fucked up. I've seen fights. I've seen some of my friends just like, yo, this is my shit. That was like, fuck Saturday night, fuck Friday night, fuck Thursday night, which was college night at the time.
Okay.
No, Sunday was the shit. Sunday Fun Day is the place. Not anymore so much. Like, not on the level that it used to be,
Yeah.
but I think we invented it.
But I heard that especially in the domain, you'll see a lot of black people in the
Yes.
domain on Sundays.
Yeah.
I still haven't been yet, and I want to go.
I was there last Sunday. It was one of my boys' birthday, I mean, I used to live in the domain, and it was like literally like downstairs at the park, and you're like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing, and it was mostly black folks.
Yeah,
mostly black folks.
Yeah,
but one phenomenon that I noticed, and I don't know where that came from. What's up with the hookah shit? Forget like table service. It's a hookah.
Yeah.
You know where that came from?
Nah, but I know that's black people bait.
Yeah.
We at hookah spots.
But hookahs don't do
I think
shit.
it's because it's BYOB most of the time.
No. I've been to clubs in Atlanta.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, you're buying a bottle, and then we'll bring you a hookah with that. And I'm like, really? I don't smoke. I mean, I got my vape and shit.
So, but it's not a hookah lounge. It's just a bar that has hookahs.
It's a club. I'm talking club.
Like a straight nightclub.
A straight nightclub with hookah.
I don't know where it came from, but I know we love hookah spots. There's a hookah spot like up north.
Those doors thing on 183.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in the shopping center off of 183. I've been there on a Wednesday. BYOB, we got hookahs.
Yeah, like straight up hookah spots be by BYOB. But I understand if a club, who got hookahs won't do that. But I don't know where they came from. I don't know when we started.
I went my New Year's Eve for 2021. This past New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
I was in Atlanta. My sister was like, "Yo, my girl, she has a hookah lounge, and we're gonna go over there and have New Year's party." I'm like, all right, I mean, I got nothing else, so fuck it, let's go. And they turned the hookah lounge, and it's like one small room, and they had Jamaican food in the back. Of course, they had Jamaican food in the back.
Okay.
And yeah, it wasn't bottle service. It's like, hey, here's your hookah for New Year's Eve. But
yeah, I mean,
I
don't get it. I'm not really like big. Well, I'm not really a big smoker anyway, so I don't.
That shit's expensive though.
Yeah, I don't even know how it's priced because, like I said, I don't really go out and smoke hookah. So I can imagine. Yeah, I imagine it's probably expensive now because it's such in demand. Like, but
it is. But like, I gotta find it. I'm gonna ask around like people. What is it about a hookah that's so like? Is you smoking because you're smoking, but not really?
Maybe so.
You have oral fixation a little bit.
Maybe so. It's something to do. Maybe it's like an activity. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with your hands, like you said.
You don't want to look like an alcoholic with all your bottles. Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Because there's a when you get bottle service, which by the way, bottle service never really worked in Austin.
Oh, really?
No, it was because we have so many bars. We had so many bars like per capita, really, like every block downtown, like from 35 from the east side all the way to Mopac, we had bars, and it's like you don't want to be stuck in one spot.
True.
So you're like, I want to bar hop. I want to go like 2 or 3 different places in one night. If you get bottle service, which was still relatively cheap compared to like in New York, because I mean, if you go to even Dallas, if you're paying a cover charge and you get a bottle, that's already $300 right there.
Yeah.
And so if I'm gonna spend that much money, I'm staying where I'm at, and I'll make sure I drink the bottle.
Right. Yeah, but you still don't want to be stuck. And here, there's not a lot of bars that have a cover charge. Like, you can go to an area and just hop around. So
you don't go out much, do you?
Not really. I'm not really like a...
I can't picture you either.
Like, if I go...
No offense, Gabe. No offense.
That's not offensive. You don't look like you go out much. Like, as in, like, to the club? No.
No, I'm saying, you're a lame motherfucker.
No, like, if I go out, I prefer, like, more... Not divey, but more like sit and chill focused establishments, rather than and like casual. Nothing like you got to dress up and wear your best. That kind of like I would go if I can't go like this, like what I'm wearing now, then I won't go.
Yeah, but it's
that's not really fun for me to dress up and go to
every once in a while. Every once in a while. Well, if weather allows. I mean, if it's
I mean,
90 degrees all year round and you're wearing khaki shorts and flip flops and you end up at a club with your Longhorn shirt on,
yeah, every once
it
in a
gets
while.
old.
Every once in a while, I will go to a club and what, but it's every once in a while. Like, but normally if I'm out, I'm at some regular old bar type of thing.
Like there's nothing special about the place.
Nothing special.
It's just a place that happens to have a bar.
It's a place with a bar.
That's everywhere.
It's not I mean, not
go to Pluckers.
not like I was gonna say that. Not like Chili's or Applebee's, but
it's a bar.
But I mean, like bars downtown. E6 is probably my go-to. There's like dance. What I actually do like is more of like a place that has an area for just sitting and chilling, and an area for dancing, and it's separate enough to where they can coexist and not interfere with each other.
We used to have those.
Well, I mean, Latchkey is kind of like that now.
Yeah,
On E6, where like you have the dance area, you have like a sit down area inside, and then out back you have like the tables and stuff. But the music's out there and people are dancing too, and it's so crowded.
That's what E6 like. If you wanted to dance, the more east you go, the more room there is, and the more like people don't give a fuck what they look like if they get sweaty.
Oh, okay.
And they start dancing. People don't give a fuck. The more east you go, the more west you go, the more the fancier it gets.
Yeah,
it's like we have a fancy bar, and
okay,
like. For a while, some place tried to enforce a dress code. I'm like, motherfucker, this is Austin. What are you doing?
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. I mean, you coming from a UT game. You didn't go home, shower. You still stank.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, let's go out. I mean, it's just 8:00. Might as well, right? Just go downtown, and that's it. So it's flip flops and cargo pants.
Yeah,
and cargo shorts. It never worked. We never had really the fancy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, that's me. Not really into fancy. Every once in a while at a club, I prefer just like a bar where I could just like people watch.
Oh, you people watch?
Yeah.
Yo, I've been doing this thing. I mean, doing this thing. It's not revolutionary. Let me preface by saying I did not invent like getting high and going out. I did not invent that.
The first one.
Yes. No, but seriously, it's like. If there was a direct feed of the shit I think about and shit I witness, like when I'm out and I'm high and just watching people, it's fascinating. That's my favorite shit to do.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do because it's like everybody is such a caricature. It's like everybody's playing a character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So this like. Everybody trying to impress everybody, girls trying to act, cute, dudes trying to act tough. Yeah. This old man in the corner is like, I still rocking my do-rag from 1993.
Them the people I'll be embarrassed for the most, like the ones that's dressed a little bit out of the decade and still go out. Oh, and
I gotta take you to the domain on a Sunday, man, because there's some old motherfuckers that like all white. Nobody dressed all white. In 2022.
Not the satin suit. Like
no. I'm talking like white Air Force Ones, white shorts, but them shorts that are like they're almost like pants.
The big baggy shorts that hang down.
Yeah,
below your knee.
White. White and white tee.
Yeah.
White hat, a white cap, or do-rag. I'm talking like you standing out. Like you want to stand out.
Old school.
Yes, 2022.
Old school.
I'm like, yeah. This is not the Hard Knock Life tour, man.
Yeah, they still make it boom bap.
Jerseys, like rocking like Orlando Magic jerseys and shit.
With O'Neal on the back.
Yeah. Anthony Hardaway.
He ain't played in decades.
You see my Sonic Sean Kemp jersey, man?
It's a throwback. Yeah, no, man. It's old.
No, man, you're 53.
It's out of date.
This is the type of niggas you see out there. And
that's
they're walking
so funny,
around.
For real.
No, I swear. We gotta go.
Now.
No, we gotta go, man. I gotta show you this shit because it is. I think it's theater.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking theater. You just stand in. You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
You just stand in the corner and just watch the drama unfold.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, they still make niggas like you. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Not the all white T-shirt, the baggy
Oh.
shorts, the old school baggy shorts.
No, and the dude, the funniest thing is,
With the forces.
no, hold on. This dude was just cruising. So there was a dance circle. It was at Dogwood. So Dogwood has a big open area, right? When you first go in on the right. And there was a dance circle going on.
Okay.
And so that dude, he had to be like late 40s, early 50s, easy, because he had the white do-rag.
It is out. The do-rag with the cap on top.
Yeah. And so he's and every once in a while, he would walk right in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah.
To remind people that he was there.
That's so
like
funny.
nobody noticed his ass. He's the only one dressed in all white, looking that old and black. And I'm like,
in the white tee.
But
like the kind of like small white, like the Hanes white tee. It's not baggy. Like
no, it's tight-ish.
Yeah.
It's tight-ish, but the shorts,
I can see it
the
now.
shorts are like down to the shins. Like it's one of those.
I can see it.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, and the socks. He had the long socks.
Oh, he was fresh. He
planned.
Yeah.
He's been looking for
he
this.
was ready.
He's been looking forward to this for a long time.
I can't imagine how many times he turned the hat in the mirror before he had it in the right degree. Like, this is it. All them bitches gonna be mine.
Yes. and you know
when
what?
I step into the park, people know what it is.
The only time that he would come out was when they would play like "This Is How We Do It" or some old shit. Some old shit.
That's my shit.
Like, yeah, it's my. I remember y'all don't know music.
Yeah. Y'all don't know nothing about this. Stand back.
Who's this YG guy you talk about?
Start doing the Running Man.
Doing the Roger Rabbit for no reason.
Cabbage Patch.
Like nobody.
Bro.
Like nobody. Come on, man. Start doing the worm too. Nah, I'm gonna get my white clothes dirty, man.
Make room. Show y'all how to two-step.
Everybody do the electric slide. Come on, y'all. Okay, let's do electric slide. Everybody know the electric slide? Set your old ass down.
Dude, and the only one doing the electric slide by yourself.
He never picked up.
That's like starting an applause and don't nobody join in. How you
Yeah,
feel
right.
embarrassed. If you try to start the electric slide and don't nobody do it with you,
Actually, he jumped in because there was this one other dude. He was the I'm never leaving the dance floor dude.
Okay.
Black dude too.
Yeah.
But he's one of those, I'm actually here, I'm practicing.
Oh, he's showing out.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was like, this is my practice area.
Yeah.
And anybody who wants to step into this dance circle got to go through me kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't even that good.
But he's practicing.
Yeah, but
You
don't know that. People don't know that shit.
He practicing. No, that's why I don't look that good. He's like,
he's doing the wave.
he doing.
This nigga doing the wave. He's like, and then he try to pop and lock.
Oh man, I gotta go. I gotta go and see this.
This is the thing. Like I danced for 7 years. Like I know real dancers.
Yeah.
Like people like compete and do all this shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so when I see that, I'm like,
so you know. Okay, so you know what that looks like.
Yeah,
you know he's not good.
Yeah,
okay.
He's trying. Like there's two types of dancers: the people who dance because they enjoy it, and the motherfuckers who dance to just show off.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing: anybody who steps up and try to battle him, nobody roots for him.
So people did try to battle him.
Yeah, white bitch walked up and it was like, oh shit. This is what
But she was just dancing to have a good time, and he took it as like a battle.
But her boyfriend couldn't do anything. Her boyfriend was just
okay.
standing there. It's like, oh, I can't dance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this dude was like, yo, she came into my this my shit.
Yeah.
So if he starts working on me, that's on her. Right?
Yeah.
And the dude couldn't say anything. And next thing you know, there's like 5 niggas just like, oh, go. And my girl's like, It is a scene. This is what I'm saying. Like, just, I don't know if you smoke, but just, it's free theater.
I want to go now.
Everybody's playing a part. Everybody's playing a part.
Hilarious.
It should be a show. I swear to God, it should be a show. Because it's like, I would pay money to see, because depending on where you at, I'm sure it's different. Like, actually, you know what? No, I think from city to city, you should probably see the same kind of deal, just
Yeah.
like maybe different level of money.
Yeah, that's the archetypes everywhere.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah. There's the dude who walks up in the club and then they start doing the when they walk up and they start just look around.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they go straight to the bathroom first. Because that's like one way to see everybody on their way there.
Yeah.
And then they come back out. Like, I have nowhere to go. They have nobody to meet. They just go straight to the bathroom. I used to do that. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Ah!
You walk in, you check out the scene, you go to the
Yeah.
bathroom,
Like,
you get your bearings real quick, and then you
Yeah.
go to the bar.
No, I go to the bathroom first.
I mean, that's what you come in, you go to the bathroom first. You
Yes.
get your you get your wits about, you get your bearings or whatever. And then
Yeah.
you leave the bathroom and go to the bar.
You set your targets.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, watch out for this fool. This bitch is hot. Oh, that's her boyfriend. All right, cool. This music's dope. All right,
That's my standing spot.
This is
over
where I'm gonna
here.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a hole right there. If I can come back, I hope it's still open.
Yeah.
You know, nobody takes that part of the wall because I want to take that part because I'm next to the DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. Like we all do it
We all
to some
got
degree.
it.
It's a science to this shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm usually that. Like walk in, okay, all right, I'm a circle the spot,
Yeah.
bathroom,
Not aimlessly
bar.
though. Look like you're looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be just like
You can't just be like, oh, this is cool.
no,
This
you
is
can
okay.
like walk in a straight line.
Yeah,
You walk through the crowd.
you gotta
in a straight
walk
line
with purpose.
to nowhere.
with purpose.
Yes.
You go all the way. If it's a place with an outdoor back part, I go all the way through to the outdoor part,
Yeah.
then go back inside to the bathroom, then to the bar, then back outside.
I've done worse. I've done worse. To where Hold up. So I walk out. You walk out, you check your phone, acting like, oh, they're inside. And you go back inside.
Oh.
You ever done it?
Yeah,
You ever done this shit?
done that too. Done that too. Like I'm looking for somebody. Like
Yeah.
you put, no, okay, all right.
Oh, you're like,
You look at
damn
your
it.
phone, you look around,
Yeah.
you put it back in your pocket, and then you turn around and
Yeah.
go back the other way.
So everybody knows
You're looking for
you're
somebody.
looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't look
They
at
just
shit.
ain't there yet.
You just open
Or you
Twitter.
just press the button so the phone light up.
Yeah.
And then you open it up. You close it back. You put it in your pocket.
Yep. You're like, oh yeah, he's looking for somebody. That's why he turned around. Because he looked kind of lost for a second.
Yeah.
But now he knows where it's supposed to be.
Then when you go to the bar, it look like you're getting a drink while you wait for them to get there.
Right. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
There's a science to this. I mean, it's so.
You ever ask for a drink in a way like you annoyed when you're not like, ugh, let me just get a Jack and Coke. Like you ask
yeah.
for like you're annoyed that whoever you wait for ain't got there yet.
Yeah.
Like you committed to the bit. Like I've done that. Like let me just get a Lone Star. Whatever. Let me just get a Lone Star.
You know, I've seen people do that, but then they don't pull out their phone, look at their wristband, got no watch. Because everybody knows, because the phone has like, there's a watch. It could be the your clock. It could be you're checking messages, checking
Yeah.
emails, whatever. But if you start going like this and you ain't got nothing on your wrist, man, you fucked up. You're busted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're busted. And I've actually called someone out one time, and I'm like, looking for somebody, man. Let me get you a drink, man, so you're not alone. You know, I go about your way. I'm telling you. Okay, now we gotta go.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to go.
I'm crying over here.
Cause like the fun, like it's like you don't. As wild as that. That's why like not really divey places, but more like this spot is just a straight up bar kind of place. Cause you don't have to do all that. Cause everybody is. You're not the only person that just came there by themselves. Like if it's just a straight up bar, stuff like what you're describing, like at the park with dancing and stuff like that.
There's something to do.
You gotta pull that move of like, who is somebody here? I'm looking for somebody. Let me go ask for a drink. All annoyed. But if you go to like a bar, there's no dancing. It's just a bar and people sitting at the bar. Maybe some people at the tall tables chilling. You can go in by yourself, sit down, and immediately when you sit down, if there's people at the bar, you might get pulled into a conversation. Like,
You do that?
yeah, I go to
Talk to strangers?
yeah.
You know the best place to do that at?
Where?
Hotel bars.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Hotel bars.
Yeah.
If you want to like go by yourself and have a drink,
Yeah.
fuck a bar. Because there's too much I won't say pressure, but there's too many factors when it comes to a bar establishment. Like that's all we have is a bar.
Yeah.
Because it's like you either people think you have an agenda when you're at a bar. If you're at a hotel bar, you could just be chilling, and you know that the people that are hanging there are by themselves,
Yeah.
and they're staying there.
Okay.
And so, and it's easier to crack to you can. It's easier to start a conversation, like, "Hey, what you in town for?" Boom.
Yeah.
We're at a hotel.
But when I mean like start a conversation, I don't mean like I mean like something's happening or like something's on TV. Like you're talking about the environment. Sometimes you just do that with the bartender if you at like a straight up like, and I'm talking about like on a slow night. I'm not talking about
not
going
a Saturday
out, like,
night,
a Thursday night, or Saturday night. I'm talking about like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and you just go down to the bar down the street,
right?
Just get a drink. Sometimes it's just you, the bartender, and like maybe some regulars.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
Yeah, that kind of
those are the best.
Yeah, those are fun because you just nobody has an agenda. Nobody's out like trying to like pick somebody up or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It feels more like an established environment. Like everybody here knows everybody, even if they don't. It just feels more
true
community wide.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels more socialist, I guess. like everybody here. Everybody here is just like we in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like we in this together. We drinking.
We are family.
Yeah.
It's like Cheers again.
Yeah. We all in here together. Like as long as you don't fuck up the vibe, you good. As long as you don't come in on some like raunchy, loud, abrasive type of persona, then you good to go.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's networking and connecting with people 101.
Kind of.
It is, right? I just think the hotel bar makes it a little more fancy. Like the W hotel,
like the Driscoll or something like that.
Oh no, fuck the Driscoll.
What happened at the Driscoll?
It's haunted. It's haunted.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't fuck with
I don't
Driscoll.
think well, the hotel is big. If it's haunted, I mean, like the ghost is pulling heavy duty. Like 'cause I stayed in it and nothing funny happened.
For what?
Just to do it.
Just to do it?
Yeah, you never do that? Like, that's my fancy thing. It's like, I'm going to go to this fancy spot or, like, fancy hotel and just stay there like a night.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an adventure.
Every once in a while, you just...
I'm going to go to the Driscoll.
You just do it. Like, you go... Like, well, no, you go out, and then you get, like... And you maybe bar hop or whatever, and then you just stay at like, a fancy hotel. Just
yeah, I would do it, but not the Driscoll. I don't know why is it about the... I just don't... Everybody I see coming out of that place is... either white or getting married, or both. Like it's not.
So that means it's a wedding party.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, it's like there's nothing. How can I put this? There's nothing interesting.
Yeah.
About the there's nothing interesting about the people who stay there. Maybe it is a broad statement to make. Okay, but like, because I don't think of it like a cool hotel. Like the W hotel is a cool hotel to hang out at. At least used to be. The JW.
Okay.
You know, like the Lion Hotel.
So I've just never been to those.
Okay.
So I don't know.
The W hotel.
Okay.
Was the dope thing about W hotel is that they had every W hotel kind of operates independently.
Yeah.
The one downtown was the first hotel that was doing a wheel club on the weekends. We're a fancy, a fancy club on the weekend. Okay, we don't move the furniture around, but
dance around it.
But I've done that mistake. I would like, man, everybody jamming. We have the best DJs in town play here.
Yeah.
On the like, I'm talking Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
Even the brunch.
Okay.
DJ at brunch and everything. Yeah, like on the patio, trace, all that stuff. And like they were like, "No, you can't move the furniture back." I'm like, "Yo, everybody jamming. You have a fireplace going on. It's middle of July." And you have the best music and you talking about don't move the furniture? Fuck that shit. But it was great cuz first of all, they were making the most money in bar sales in town. Period. Okay. Nobody could touch the W.
Okay.
And so
But what happened?
Change management, so they don't do DJs no more.
Oh yeah, that will fuck it up.
And after they actually did at one point, like towards in the past 5 years or so, on the weekends they would get rid of the furniture altogether, and now that was a dance floor.
Okay.
They have like Latin nights and like kazumba night
Yeah.
and stuff on a Thursday or Wednesday or something.
Okay.
But to where it was popping, yeah, those W had it. And you could hang there like even like during the day, and you always run into interesting people because the W was just a cool hotel. Driscoll is a bunch of 60-year-old white guys from Norway who just like, oh, let's go to 6th Street.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad. I mean, you got.
I didn't see that when I was there, because I was there like maybe a couple weeks ago, and it was during the day. It was like I think it might have been a Friday. It was during Moon Tower, so it was like maybe a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And I went during the day, and it was cool. I mean,
that does not sound convincing at all.
but I didn't go. But also, I didn't go alone.
It was cool.
So like, I don't know about the other people there. I didn't really talk to them.
Yeah, but like, but I'm saying like, if you, do you think of all the people you saw there, you thought, okay, yeah, I'm out with whatever, but if I want to talk to any of these people, would it be easy, just from the looks of them?
Some of them, yeah.
You think they would have been approachable if you walked up to them?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
But the bar is weird because it's round, and like if you're on like one half of that half circle, you can't even see the people on the other side.
Is the one upstairs with a piano?
It wasn't upstairs because I walked in on it from the street. Like you walk in the doors and boom, you're right at the bar.
Oh, okay. There's one upstairs.
I think that's the Driscoll. Yeah.
Brazos and 6th Street. Across from a P. Terry's and a bunch of homeless folks. You sure
no, it's on
Driscoll?
7th Street, and it's like down near.
The entrance is on 6th Street.
The entrance to the Driscoll's on 6th Street.
Yeah, it's 6th and Brazos, like a block from Congress, a block east from Congress.
Okay, so it must be 6th. But yeah, it's like up the street from Congress, because that's where people were picking up their Moon Tower badges. We walked there after picking up our badges.
Oh no, that's
not the Driscoll.
No, that's the Stephen F. Austin.
No, not across from that. So if you leave the Stephen F. Austin, because that's where we picked up our badges,
right?
And then you walk
up and you go down Brazos.
You walk up and then you got to cross the street away from Congress. So if you leave by Stephen F. Austin, not because I guess part of it Stephen F. Austin faces Congress. But there's another one that faces that cross street. I
think it is Driscoll, but
it was the entrance you walk in, and the bar is right to you. It's right there.
Just wanted to be fancy. Be like, look, 23 years in Austin, I've never stayed in the Driscoll.
Yeah, that's.
I went to the restaurant for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, see, I've never done that. I just don't think it's haunted. I just don't. I'm
not going there because it's not haunted. I'm not going there because actually
it's the people.
Yeah, like there's nothing interesting about these people.
Yeah,
I'll go to Driscoll to take a shit. Actually, you can walk into the Driscoll just to go to the bathroom. If you're on 6th Street and you really need to take a shit, that's a good trick, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And it's Stephen F. Austin, too. They don't care.
Okay. All right. Because you don't want to take a shit at the nightclub.
No.
You lost the night.
No, it's over.
Yeah, just go home.
It is over.
Everybody know it was you.
Yeah, yes. There's no door or anything.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna recognize your shoes.
Yeah, they know it's you because they've been waiting in line.
You're the one that walked in, went straight to the bathroom, huh? You beeline to the bathroom on
holding
your way
up the line long as shit because you in there taking the shit. It was like 3 stalls max in the club bathroom. A urinal and 2 stalls, or 2 urinals and 1 stall.
Yeah, 1 urinal and 1 stall.
So
that's all you're getting. If you're on the east side, it's the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Like you're shitting in the urinal if you got to. The shit don't lock, nothing.
Or either it's still standalone bathrooms where it's just 2 bathrooms and it's just one's men, one's women, and only one person at a time. And it never fails. Somebody's in there taking the shit and the line is long.
Have you ever been to Barbarella?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have bathrooms there. They're just,
It's just cubby holes to fuck in.
Pretty much. It's like,
and it's
I don't care who you are. Yeah, both of them are.
Yeah,
they're on either side. Actually, the men's bathroom is literally like how you call those things when you feed used to feed cows in.
Oh, the trough.
Yeah, it's a trough.
Yeah.
It's a trough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the girls they have mirrors and everything, but the guys just a corner. But like there's a urinal that's literally right by the door.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh no. Yeah, I have been to Barbarella set bathroom. Yeah, it's because then it's like you walk into like almost like a waiting area, and then it's like one for women and one for men. Swan dives, what I was thinking about. You go in that bathroom. Time you walk stall to your left, it's everybody in there. Everybody in there. And I saw two dudes walk into a stall together, and I'm like, oh, this is what you do here. You know? Like it's that comfortable. And I wasn't thinking like, oh shit, they gonna do whatever. I was thinking more so like one of them must be drunk. That's where my first mind always go
really?
to. One of them must be drunk, and they like
no.
like going in there together to like make sure the other one's straight. Cause like
you want to see
because I just don't know that environment like that. So I was like, it may not be up to anything nefarious or like not nefarious, but sexual because you can go home for that, huh?
You never fucked in a club bathroom?
I have, but not like when everybody in there. So that's why I was
hold the door.
That's why I was like, this is a little like too like out there for them to be doing that. But maybe that's just in my mind. And I'm like,
in your mind, I mean,
because to me, I'd be like, to me, it's a look left, look like you crossing the street, look left, look right, go in the stall.
No, they're doing the same thing in the stall next.
And
in the next stall anyway.
And then somebody comes in while I'm in there fucking, but I don't go in to fuck in the bathroom while somebody's already in there. If that makes sense.
A family thing, like you're saying. It's a club, it's a bar. We have a bar. It's a family thing. We're all regulars and we all know each other. We're trying to, It's
and real quick, if you fucking in a club on like a Monday night, you go to the doctor on Tuesday.
Hey,
well, next Monday, really. Give it time to fester.
Don't touch nothing.
Don't touch
nothing. No hands.
Touch nobody else.
No hands. I got hands in my pocket.
I was like, yeah, Friday. That's the time to do that, I guess. But if people know, like Friday is, I feel like it's more. If it's your kink, I think it's weird if your kink is to fuck in the back. Fucking in the bathroom is not a weird kink. I think you should do that.
I think it's one of those like check off the list.
But if you're doing it on a Monday. That's when it's like, you need to.
No, you planned it.
Bring that up to your therapist. Like, what's the thrill in that? Ain't nobody there. Like, what's the thrill? Like, it's just a bunch of regulars. It's like fucking in somebody else's house, which is a kink in itself. But it was like,
you walk in. Hey, we gonna be fucking. Just letting y'all
people know.
We'll let y'all know before you gonna hear us.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know this is Monday. Okay, we've been planning this for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's like,
this was next on our list. We did the elevator. We did the car like everybody else. We did the office. Okay, now it's the club. So we thought it would be safer.
Yeah.
Do it on a Monday because it was crazy too. We were here on Saturday. We're like, no way, honey.
It's too crowded.
Cannot do this.
Too crowded.
It's too crowded. People will hear us. People will smell us. This is not good. I'll be stressed out. You'll be anxious. You have social anxiety to begin with. I don't put the condom wrong. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna bring one or two. I'm going through the whole box. It's gonna be we don't Monday.
Because the wildest part, like if there's not a lot of people in the bar, people see you go at separate times to the bathroom. Like you go in first, and then she count 40 Mississippi, and then she come in after you, and then you're like, all right, yeah, we all saw that. Because you've been that person that's seen people that go to the bathroom the fuck, and you know that's what they doing, even when it's crowded. But imagine if it's not. Then it's like, man, that must have been an emergency fuck. That was an urgent sex call right there. I need it right now. Like,
no, I mean, I've seen people fuck on the dance floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
one of my friends, he got his dick sucked on the dance floor.
Oh, okay. Like Tupac.
Tupac did?
Isn't that what happened with that girl that accused him of that? Did she suck his dick on the dance floor? Is that what happened in the movie? That might just been a movie thing.
I did not watch the movie.
Okay.
I don't watch those.
You know what?
No.
Well, you didn't miss a thing. That guy sucked as an actor.
Oh, really?
He just looked like Tupac.
All right,
he didn't act like
you're hired. Really?
I mean, like his skill. Like Tupac was a better actor than this dude, so he just looks like Tupac, but that's all he got.
I don't do like autobiography movie. Actually,
really?
Got back. The one that I saw, the James Brown one was dope.
Oh, what, a Chadwick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Queen one was alright with
Queen one.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, nah, they're just gonna fancy. Oh, the worst, not the worst. Yeah, it's up there. I got mad at an NWA movie.
Why?
Okay, here's why. There's a scene in there that pissed me off.
Okay.
All right, this is my feedback. No pun. It's a scene where Dre plays the beat to Nothing But a G Thing, and then the Snoop actor goes 1, 2, 3, and 3 to 4.
Oh, as
I'm
if you
like,
thought of it just in that moment?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
That's what did it for you?
I was like,
You was waiting to hate this movie.
no. Here's the thing. Like, I'm familiar with the NWA story,
Okay.
but I was like, that was not necessary.
Yeah.
That was not. You did not have to act like Nothing But a G Thing happened in 20 seconds.
True. I do agree with that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
take away, like it doesn't take away from the. Well, it did to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, fuck this shit. I'm done. I mean, shout out to Ice Cube's son for playing Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, eh. This is why I don't like those movies, because they always have that moment where you're like, oh, it was just magical in the moment, and you're like, no, it wasn't. That's not how it went down. There's no fucking way that's how it went down. And that's why I didn't fuck with the Tupac movie. I didn't watch the Biggie one.
I still haven't seen
And I
the
love
one.
Biggie, and I'm a huge Biggie fan. I never watched the Biggie one.
I still haven't seen the Biggie one. A part of me wish they would have more like connected the Tupac movie and the Biggie movie.
Was
in
it the
some
same
way.
actor that was Tupac?
Yeah,
That was Tupac?
yeah.
That's why they got him?
It was Anthony Mackie that played Tupac in the Biggie movie.
What?
Yeah, if you look up Notorious, Anthony Mackie, Falcon,
Are you kidding me?
Falcon. Yeah.
No way.
If you look up the movie Notorious and see who played Tupac, it's
couldn't find a
Papa
better-
Doc. Papa Doc from 8 Mile is Tupac in Notorious. And I'm pretty sure it's true. My phone's a little slow.
2009. Okay, hold on. Full cast and crew.
My phone's a little slow, so you're gonna beat me to it. But
Shit. No way. Oh shit! Yeah, Anthony Mackie is Tupac Shakur. The fuck?
it's the funniest shit. So Anthony Mackie should have been Tupac in the Tupac movie, so we can connect it.
No, you don't put Mackie to begin with. That's not.
I mean, you've already made the mistake, so like now you gotta stick with it. So
Holy shit! Talk about a miscast.
what's so funny is that
Yeah,
like
the thug life tattoo on his belly.
yeah, what's so funny about it is that you have to like you have to look at the fact that they only focus on the main person looking like the main person. So they was like, can we get somebody that looks kind of like Biggie, just a big black dude who sounds like him, but everybody else can just be anybody.
Whoever.
Yeah.
I'm surprised like Omar Epps is not in it playing Lil C's or some shit. Oh
Yeah.
man, this
No,
is bad.
if you got mad at the NWA movie for that, you would be very mad at the Tupac movie, cause his mom, because they do the whole thing with his mom like being on crack. But there's a scene in the movie where Tupac comes home and his mom is out there with like the crack dealer, the drug dealers, or whatever, and he gets mad that they're selling that, they're the reason, or they're like enabling her drug habit, and goes over and punches one of them, and then just walks away with his mom. Ain't no fight, no consequence, no nothing. I'm like, you can't do that. It would not happen that way. You would walk up, if it's your mom and you walk up and punch a crack dealer. They in the hood too. Like you're not gonna just that's not just gonna be a one punch. Oh, I'm sorry for giving crack to your mama.
Yeah, right.
I was wrong. and then just walk away. That won't happen.
Oh, see, I'm glad.
Tupac is invincible in this movie.
Wait,
almost.
Do they cover California Love and tell me they didn't come up with it in 20 seconds?
I don't remember. if
Does
they
the dude who
covered it.
plays Dre at NWA plays Dre?
No.
Is Dre even in it?
I think Dre is in it. If I believe Dre is in it because he had to be in it at some point.
Yeah.
Suge Knight is definitely in it.
Okay. So there's a California Love something. There's no way.
That's some sort of reference to it, but it's been so long since I've seen the movie. But that part stands out. Him punching that crack dealer in honor of his mama and just getting away with it. That's one part where he was like yelling at the engineer about. You remember like Tupac songs sound like it's like several Tupacs coming at you. If you ever listen to like a Tupac song, it sounds like so many Pacs because he would double up his vocals. He's like yelling at the engineer to like double up his vocals, which I thought was so funny. It was like, it wasn't like an experiment. He was just like, he's yelling at him to just do it. And I'm like, he's just angry all of a sudden. And then it's this whole like Jada Pinkett, Tupac thing.
There's a Jada actress?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Jada actress.
They got Raven Simone to play Jada. What was Lupita doing? Was she?
Because Jada Pinkett I think she had beef with the movie because she was like, they put some stuff in there that didn't happen.
As always.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with those.
Yeah.
So like every movie I watch that's based on some real shit, I go check the facts. There's all these websites.
Yeah.
They go, okay, this really happened, this really didn't happen. And if I go look at the Tupac movie, like 80% of it is gonna be like, yeah, we came up with this shit because we're bored. Like, yeah.
The thing
we just wanted an excuse to make a Tupac movie because we still know we killed him.
Yeah. That's the thing, there's no ending to the story. Like
no, there's none. It's like, hey, and he came after Notorious.
Yeah. We don't know who killed either of them niggas, right?
No, we don't. We still don't.
Yeah.
We still don't.
So it's like, yeah, I get the movie part, but I feel like it should be more of a series. Like a Tupac series, I would definitely watch because you can go more in depth to it. I care more about like how he came up rather than like how it ended.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it should have been like a show with like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Story of Tupac type shit.
Yeah, the digital underground days, the pre-death row days. I care more about that because we all know about the death row stuff. But how many of us know about like what was going on around the Tupacalypse time, around the Me Against the World time, around like the background dancing days? Like how did all that happen? Like I want to know the slow.
Then you do a documentary about it, and fuck a movie. You make a documentary.
But didn't they do that
about Tupac?
Yeah, it was called.
No, there was one that was about both murders, like unsolved kind of thing. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was one that came out, I want to say like in 2001, 2002. Because they put a song out where they put like Tupac and Biggie on the same song and Eminem produced it.
I don't remember that.
It was called, I want to say it was called Resurrection or something. It was, I thought it was.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But it was a documentary. Like with,
yeah, I think that was a documentary.
They had like cops talking about the case. Was it that one?
I don't think
there was one like that.
I don't think I don't remember. But I remember that coming out. It had to be like 2001, 2002 or something like that.
All right, you know what? Tyler Perry, if you're listening to this, we need you.
I don't know if we want Tyler Perry.
Who's gonna do it?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a current Tyler Perry movie, so I don't want to shit on it. So it might be better now, but
I haven't seen any.
I would say go backwards. Don't start at the first one. So like, I think his first feature film was Diary of a Mad Black Woman, right? I don't know, but
is that how Medea came about? I'm African.
No, Medea came about because of the plays. Tyler Perry was making plays.
Ah, that makes sense.
And then he dipped into movies, and he brought like the Medea character over because the Medea character was like a big deal. Right. I remember when the plays hit, like people had the plays on like DVDs and whatever, and
mixtapes
around to watch it. Yeah, he did.
It's just like in mixtapes.
He would have,
yo, Medea goes to this. Medea goes grocery shopping.
Family Reunion was a play before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they were long songs all over the place, and so many songs. So like. Yeah, but then he dipped into movies, and the movies are like hit or miss. Sometimes they're too long too. I think Diary of a Mad Black Woman is such a long movie.
Good, but it's known as a good, like as a consensus. Okay, never mind.
Nope. It's a horror movie. No,
they're killing niggas. They have a serial killer in the movie.
But yeah, it's almost if you yeah. I don't know what kind of movie you would categorize it as, but let's just call it a horror movie. You won't like it.
Like Scary Movie was a
Oh no, I'm just saying though. You don't like horror movies. You won't like this one.
like I'm particular about my movies.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think you. I don't. I don't know what kind of stuff you like, but I don't think you
I
like this.
okay. I like two kinds of movies.
Okay.
Comedy done well, which is very subjective.
Okay. Yeah.
The ones that like the kind of movie where you don't really know, you don't connect the dots till the end. Like there's a bunch of plots going on,
Okay.
but you don't know really. Like there's a twist, and you're like, oh, I'm missing this element. Like it's say there's one
like
plot
Batman.
line, but there's a bunch of different plots coming into it, but you don't know how they all fit together.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
I know
like
what you mean.
Usual Suspect is a good example. Snatch, I love Snatch.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that
I know
kind
what
of
you
shit.
mean. Yeah.
And no, that's it. Really, yeah. Comedy done well.
Comedy done well and kind of like almost.
I saw. Do you see that? The Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yo,
Is it good?
yes.
Okay.
Yo, I'm telling you, Gabe. I'm so glad it's the perfect amount of, and that was my dope shit from the last episode. But it's the right amount of comedy, action, and drama. Like you almost tear up kind of shit.
Okay.
And I'm glad they did it with a bunch of Chinese people.
Yeah.
Well, the main lady, she's a martial artist. Like she used to be in movies with Jackie Chan.
Oh, okay.
Back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like she's that tight. Like I think she was in Hidden Dragon, Crouching, whatever.
Oh,
I think she's one of those. Yeah. Like and the other dude, he's Data from the Goonies.
Oh,
The Asian kid from the Goonies,
Yeah.
and he's the kid from Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know any of that.
No,
Okay.
no. Look, I looked it up afterwards. I'm not gonna say that like.
So
I
it's
knew
like
that
you
going
saw him
in.
and it was like they look familiar.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah. But it's like Marvel needs to take notes. How to do a multiverse movie that actually makes sense to where you're not like, oh fuck, how does this work? And it still keeps you on your toes the entire time, but there's some funny elements in it that you're like, yeah, they had fun writing this shit.
Okay.
Like it's one of those that I'm sure they have to have comics in there. Be like, okay, we're going. This is a sketch. This whole movie could be a sketch, but we're gonna stretch the shit out of it, and then still make it feel like at the end, you'd be like, oh yeah, this was actually dope. I teared up a little bit because it's about family. It's about daughter and kid, daughter and mother types of thing, but also it makes you think about your own life kind of thing.
Okay.
Really, and the fact it's about immigrants. If it was white folks, I'd be like, fuck it. I really would.
I mean, that makes sense. You don't really care about that struggle too, but it's just like we know the story. We just but not even that. It's more like I can't really. It's not gonna be any martial arts in it. It's like white people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
if it was, you'd be like, they could have got Asian people. They could have got people that like where this originates.
They got Keanu Reeves doing all kinds of
like
shit. So I'm like, Van Damme pulled it off, but I'm like, but the fact that they're immigrants.
Foreign white. He's a foreign white.
Yeah, like, Belgian. That's right.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, who are the white martial artists out there? Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris? Is he still kicking? Like literally and figuratively? Like
I think he kicked it. I think he's. I don't know.
think he did.
What's he doing these days?
I think he's still alive. Total Gym, maybe.
Total Gym was 20 years ago. I came to this country and Total Gym was a commercial that came on at night.
I came to Total Gym commercial.
When I moved to this country, it was like it was Tybo and it was Total Gym.
I don't know how clean this podcast has to be, but that was a move on a Total Gym this lady used to do where she would pull forward and it would make her legs spread.
Yeah.
Man, nut.
I remember that. That's a stroke. No, and it was Walker Texas Ranger. It was Walker Texas Ranger. What? Fuck, La Fleur de Vivre. The Bruce Lee movie when the Coliseum. Son Enter the Dragon.
Fist of Fury?
Yeah, Fist of Fury.
Yeah,
Fist of Fury.
Because he was in that.
Yes.
With no beard, looking weird.
Yeah, with blood,
hairy
chest hair.
Yeah.
Chest hair.
All the beard hair was on his chest.
Yes.
In the 70s. He been fighting
By a decade.
He been around for a long time, and he didn't look that young in that movie.
In the Fist of Fury?
Yeah. Do you know how old he was in Fist of Fury?
No, but I can look it
Because
up.
that is.
I mean,
he might
Bruce
have
Lee
been
looked
in his
like
20s.
23.
Yeah.
1972. And so, man, I don't know why, but
If he was in his teens, I guess that would make sense. But if he was like 30 something in 72, I'm like,
he's 82 years old today.
dang.
He's born in 1940. He was 20. That's his
What,
72.
1940?
He was born, 1940.
That means he was 32.
Yeah, he was old. Bruce Lee looked like he was 19.
Yeah. He was 32 and 72. And
God damn.
that's that dude is old.
We just realized how time works. This is crazy. He's 82 today. I'm sure it looks the same.
He remembers so much. I hope he remembers so much from that time.
But what is Chuck Norris up to?
Man.
His name is Carlos, by the way, which I didn't know that. Carlos
Chuck.
Carlos Ray.
Carlos, Charles, Chuck. I could see the line to Chuck from Carlos.
What's the last thing he did? He starred in the Quip Trip commercial.
Was he doing martial arts at least?
No. He appeared at Hesburger, a Finnish burger chain. He's doing commercials now. Because he was a Fiat ambassador. Man, come on, Chuck. Yeah, he does commercials. United Healthcare, Whole Garden, Hesburger, Quick Trip, and he was in the what's that movie with all the action heroes?
Oh,
The Expendables.
He was in that.
Yeah, and they're coming up with a new one.
With the same action heroes?
At some point, Dwayne, like The Rock, is gonna be in it at some point.
All you gotta do is just.
I mean, they had everybody in the movies.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, so I watched the last one on the plane.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and it's one of those. It was a night fight. It was a dude sitting next to me, and I was watching it. So I had the headphones. He didn't, but he kept watching my screen. But
Okay.
you don't need the dialogues.
Yeah.
To know what's going on.
Not really. No, you don't. Yeah.
You don't need the.
It's an action movie.
This is an action movie.
Yeah.
And at one point I turned off, and he goes, "Oh, like motherfucker."
He was violating you. He was violating you.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's Expendables. You don't need.
Like you have it on your screen. You was watching it like on a laptop, or was you watching it like on the plane?
No, on my laptop.
Oh,
I downloaded it and I watched it on my laptop.
Yeah.
And he kept looking at it. Yeah, I think I know what's going on here. And I'm like, yeah, I know I got the sound on.
I think you just got to be more bold with it and just straight up turn and look at someone else's laptop. Like, don't sneak and do it.
No, he was literally like
Just
this.
own it.
Yeah, he really was.
Okay, good for him. Good
Like
for him.
I paused a couple times and then he made a face.
Yeah. Bro, stop playing. Like
No subtitles.
He know you play it. He was like, I know you just let it go, man.
No, but it's one of those movies. I mean, you wanted to go back to the 80s. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It's Rambo. It's Terminator. It's like all the Last Action Hero, Schwarzenegger, like all the movies in the 80s. Because the 80s was like, okay, America's on top. We're the shit.
Yeah.
Fuck the Soviets. And then we just bomb shit.
And all the
That's what we do.
movies that were
Like
good
it's one
then,
guy who
then-
saved the world.
True, yeah.
There's one white dude who saved the world. And then there was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, white guy saving the world, and Eddie Murphy just fucking around with people.
Yeah.
That was it.
Saving a city.
Yeah,
Like, or like solving a crime.
Yep.
Like,
He
didn't save the world.
He's more of a local guy.
But
I would think that he's Beverly Hills. That's my scope of work.
He was
That's my scope of work.
very bomb and pop crime fighting. Like, he was just this area. Like,
I make a difference
I got you.
to my neighborhood. What are you doing? I'm stopping nuclear warfare from starting. Okay, fine.
I mean, but you got like Rambo in the first one.
It's the
he
best
just
one.
took out a police force.
Yes, but
But they was bullying him.
yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's a anti-bully.
Yeah.
PSA.
Rambo is an anti-bullying.
Yes.
Because they bullied this dude and he took him out. Was Predator did Predator come out before Rambo? Because it feels very Predator-ish because he killed them niggas in the woods.
Yes, like setting traps and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then it starts raining. He jumps from a cliff. He fucking like he took a.
They had to call his superior, his ex-superior.
Yes, that's right.
To talk him down.
That's right. That's right. And then he grabbed. Is it the first one or second one when he grabs the mic, and then he talks to the cop and he said in French, he goes, "I'll have your skin." That's what he says in French.
Something like that, I think. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get like Murdoch. I'm gonna get you. Some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you fuck with the wrong nigga, man. This is not like you gonna arrest him for walking on the street.
Yeah, and then
you're gonna hose him down like a fucking slave in the precinct, right? Remember, put him naked and just fucking hose him down and shit, and then he gonna escape on the motorbike.
They did that in the
first one. That was First Blood.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was First Blood.
They did. So that was really Carrie with old men.
Yes.
That movie Carrie, where like she get a revenge. It's Carrie with old white men. He really, because Rambo wasn't doing shit to anyone in that movie. He was just like in the town. I don't think he did anything to anyone.
No, he's just walking down the street.
And they just started bullying this nigga. And then he was like, all right.
He's like, you fuck with the wrong motherfucker. And like, I'm a Vietnam vet. Like, I got PTSD.
He was a Green Beret, and he lured them into the woods. And
I mean, when he starts setting the traps, when you would hide like in the mud, like on the tree, and then just see his eyes open, and there's a cop right there, and he just fucking shanks him. Yeah. And he sets the traps, like the dogs too. The dogs on him. I'm like, this is runaway slave. Like, don't fuck with him.
That was a horror movie for white people when he killed the dog. Yeah. Like, oh no.
And Austinite was like, God damn.
Yeah.
They had to kill the dogs. Shit. I had to kill the dogs. Oh, I feel so bad.
Man. That was.
Because you know Austinite like care more about dogs than people.
Yeah, I remember when the algae in the lake was killing dogs. I think it was Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, then they shut that shit down. It was It was like a part of me is like I care about dogs, and then it's like, yeah, just keep your dog at home. Then he won't get in the lake until they figure it out.
No, because I mean they got their own parks. They got seriously. It's like, you know, I know how much money Austin Pets Alive makes.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they do make a lot of money as a nonprofit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, if you have a dog in Austin, you know what? Remember there was a commercial about basically a bunch of dudes walking around with puppies in a park, like picking up chicks with puppies. And it turned out there was a booth or the dude just giving away puppies. You don't remember? There was a commercial like that. It was like, like dudes being dudes kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So the guy walk up with a puppy and is, oh my God, it's so cute, blah, 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 blah. Come to find out there's a booth and like, give me a puppy.
Oh, yeah.
Do that in Austin. That shit works. One of my boys, like, I moved downtown. I got myself a dog. Now I'm friends with everybody in my building.
Puppies and drugs. That's how you get women. You know, puppies and drugs.
Not at the Driscoll. But, you know, it's just...
one or the other. If you got either or, your chances go up dramatically.
I mean, seriously...
It ain't foolproof, but your chances may go up.
Talk about Sunday Funday. There's a dude that used to walk around. He had a puppy.
Yeah.
But he would drag the puppy. I'm talking puppy on the leash, like, come on over here. Puppy didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But he had the puppy because he knew every bitch in there wanted to pet the puppy and get to know him.
And the puppy did not want to be there.
No.
Yeah.
People are smoking, his hookahs, is like drunk people. Like, it's a small ass puppy. He wouldn't even carry the shit. He was living on the ground, but it didn't matter. The girl's like, oh my God, so he's like your puppy. Yeah, this my puppy. And next thing you know, he's getting laid on a Sunday.
Man.
And fucking in the bathroom on a Monday. I'm telling you.
That's wild. Yeah.
No, it is a thing. It is. I've seen it firsthand.
I can see that happening, but it's like, yeah, either or. But it's just the dog culture here is a big dog and alcohol culture here, and it's like
you sum up Austin in 2 words: puppies, dogs. I would add beards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beer. Puppies and beer.
Yes.
Puppies and beer are like hobbies here. And it's
Do you see the shit with when they it's like you get to drink on the thing, but you have to pedal to keep it going?
Oh yeah. That bullshit that hold up traffic.
Yes.
Yeah. man. And it's always like just 12 of the people that you will most likely hate.
Yes.
And you're just watching them. They just like it just and it if you do that on like a Sunday, I'm cool with it because I'm just Austin's like the first major city I've lived in for this long.
Like where were you before?
I was in Atlanta before for like 1 year, but before that I was in Columbus, Georgia for like 10 years. So so Sunday is like more of a chill day. So I still associate Sunday with more chill. So if you did,
it was always like that until
yeah. So if you had to like pedal shit, whether you drink beer while you pedal on the street, it's not a problem because it's not that much traffic. You're not really fucking up traffic. I can easily get around you.
Right.
I just feel like you are a straight up asshole if you do that here at any point. Like, just why?
It's a loophole.
The point?
It's a loophole
to drink on the street, but you can't walk around. Like there's no freedom.
No, y'all gotta work.
You're bound to the car, and you gotta pedal.
Yeah,
it's not. It's none of that sounds fun.
White people, some white people. I've never seen black folks do it.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I never seen.
We do it.
It's mostly like 10 white girls.
Just holding up traffic, or dudes too.
We love to drink. I mean, we love to drink. They love to drink.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's like I want to work out, but I want to also get fucked up, and I want to be outside.
Plus, like it's 6. It's like 10 people, and what if someone's not pulling their weight? And there's also that element. Like it's like now you get annoyed because we could be going faster.
Jennifer, what the fuck, man?
And how many laps do you do? How long is it? Can you just quit at any point? Because at some point I would like the whole thing about like bar hopping. I don't mind just drinking at a bar then walking to another one. I don't need to like
or bus. They do the bus thing too.
Or a bus thing, but it's like most bars are just close together. So I'm not going to a place where I gotta hop on something and pedal. And I'm just looking at all the shit I could go inside of. Like,
you know what? If Peloton was smart, they would come up with their own shit.
Yeah.
If Peloton was like, hey, we need to capitalize on this drinking. I know we're the healthy people, but we'll make it hard. We'll put like different speeds, 1 to 10. We'll get a coach at the front of the thing.
Yeah.
Like a cheerleader. Like, come on, you can do this. Well, I'm pedaling with you. And we're going to go from this side of the town, from that side of town. You have to drink your shit, but you got to keep your heart rate at 120.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta sweat it out.
Yeah, you gotta sweat it out. Yeah, that's your reward. You in one block and then we drink, and another block and we drink, and by the time we're done, you kind of evened out. But you had a good time doing it with Peloton.
It's so, you can watch TV while you do. There's a guy coaching you, like
like you gotta have because I mean when you do the Peloton thing, you have the TV and then you're doing it with other people.
Yeah,
like they all connect and take the class together. Take that shit and make it like a pedal thing. Hey, shit, throw out. Would it work if it wasn't beer? It's beer, right? That
I think
on that
it's
shit.
Beer. It would work. The Peloton thing would work. Which
make it wine.
If you did it on if it was like automated on a track or something. So that way you can be, it's just like Peloton where you're looking at the screen and and like you're pedaling, but you can't steer. I think, is that the loophole? Because you're not steering, you're just pedaling.
Somebody got to steer. With the driver, there's
a driver too. So like, I would imagine that the driver is doing most of the work, and like the steering and his pedal's probably stronger, or he's probably got something.
Yeah, it's got to be
something in it. But like, because they're not powered. These drunk people aren't powering this trolley, so it has to be like.
Well, that's why you need 12 motherfuckers to make it work, because at least 5 want to drop out at some point. But if it was 3, you can't do that with 3 people.
Yeah, but if you get like 4 beers in me, I'm not pulling my weight.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so
you should be like, look, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 speed, like I'm be honest, I'm gonna be a 1.
Yeah,
you want to drink, I'll be a 1 the whole time.
Yeah, it's like I'm not. All
right, Kevin, you're a 5. You don't drink. You don't even fucking drink. Just get up there and pedal. This is a workout for you.
But also, how does it go when nobody's on it? Right? So the driver must be doing something. And the pedaling is just to make it feel like you working.
Oh.
They have to transport this thing.
If nobody pedals, does it move?
That's my question. If nobody pedals, will it move? But will the driver
yell
back like a school bus driver, like, stop.
You know what? He's a pedicab driver.
Just look in the mirror like pedal, you know.
I gotta go get these 10 motherfuckers because this is hard.
Yeah.
It's just a big pedicab where you can drink on. That's all it is.
You know what's wild? When it comes to pedicabs, I've never saw the word written down until recently. So when people say pedicab, I always thought it was Petty cab, like pedicab, not a real cab.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I just found out it's pedicab, like pedal, like.
I think this is the dumbest thing we've said so far.
It sounded logical. Like.
People just being petty? Is that what you thought it
Not
was?
like pedicab, like not a real cab. There's no motor in it. Like it's just you sit in the back and it's just a dude on a bike taking you places. A pedicab.
Wait, hold on.
Like
it is with the feet, like petty as in like pedaling.
Yeah, so it's PEDI
Yeah.
CAB. I thought it was PETTY space CAB. Like petty, like
Yeah.
not up to par.
Look, you're not making yourself look good right now explaining it.
I think it made sense. I still stand by this. PETTY space cab.
Whoa. Oh.
That's the part you isolate and use for the ad.
Yeah, well, this will be the clip. Gabe Davis thought pedicab was just a bunch of petty motherfuckers who couldn't afford one.
Yeah, man, I can't buy a real cab to take people places, so I'm gonna get a wagon, attach it to my bike, and then I'm gonna take people from club to club.
Man.
Like, petty. I don't know. I think it makes sense. No.
Oh fuck! Damn. Okay, this pedicab. They work hard, by the way. They're not petty. I knew pedicab drivers, and we call them drivers.
Oh, okay.
You still call them drivers.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that at all. I just heard the word. But actually, the first time I heard it was in South Carolina, and this other thing, they're just like, we'll take you a place for like, tips. So I was petty cab. Like when I thought it was called petty, I thought all of that. Like, okay.
When you heard Manny Petty, you thought it was the same thing.
No, when I heard Manny Petty, I thought that was just like an Italian dude. No, I'm just playing.
Oh goddamn! All right.
No,
this stuff's scaring me now.
No, Manny Petty. But Manny Petty makes sense. I don't think pedicure cab.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a foot.
I didn't even think foot. But I'm telling you, my first experience with one was a dude on a bike with a wagon attached in South Carolina, and I wanted to go to the store, and he pulled up, and he was like, I was like, can I ride that? Can you take me to the store? He was like, yeah. I was like, do you charge? He was like, no, just tips. And then
you're petty motherfucker. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, it's petty change, petty cash, petty cash for the petty cab. So I didn't find out the name of it till later. And then somebody called it a pedicab. I was like, oh, I just paid him in tips. So just cash. I gave him like $10 to take me right up the street. And then, to me, I'm like, he working for tips, and some people probably ain't paying him nothing.
Nah, everybody.
So,
like they tell you like, oh, it's $5, $10. I think it's modern day slavery, but
he didn't say that. He was just like, yeah, just give me what you can. So I threw him 10 because I'm like, and it's hot. So
I'm surprised it's doing it when you got scooters and bikes and all the other shit.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it's still around.
Yeah, it's very Amish, but
it is
to me.
It is
to this day.
They're fucking clubs on Mondays. Those guys. Those are the ones. Those are the ones. But okay, let's. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Why the comedy thing?
Oh,
God damn, I'm crying over here.
I just kind of gave it a shot, man. I was a fan of stand-up comedy for a long time. I never even knew how to start it, and
What did someone tell you? Like, yo, Gabe, you need to try this shit, or you're like,
no,
you just thought, hey, I'm funny, I gotta go.
One of the things that made me think I was funny is I don't know, this girl who really didn't like me laugh. Like, we were all in a group setting, and she thought I was just a jerk. And because I was a jerk to her friend one night, we all went to the club, so she just didn't like me after that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and she was right.
I'm gonna show this bitch.
She was right. In retrospect, I could have just not said nothing, but I said something to this dude. And but it wasn't anything bad. He just got drunk, and while pre-gaming, and so we had to like stop, make sure he was okay. But he wasn't really like, it was like two friend groups merging,
Uh-huh.
and he wasn't. I didn't really know him or her like that, so I was kind of like, but like the people that we probably went out with, we were still like up and moving around. Like we didn't get too drunk at the pregame. Like we knew we were going out
Uh-huh.
afterwards, just like he did, but he got too drunk, and I was just like, in my young brain, I was like, leave him, he's weak, and. And she didn't like that, so she thought I was a jerk ever since that moment. Which is fair, you know. I'm not saying she wrong for thinking that. In retrospect, I could have just not said nothing.
And then you're like, I gotta go on stage.
Well, no. So like a while after that, we were all, it was me, her, like some other people, like just we were all like at the pool tripping out, and I was saying something, and then she was like, she was like, that's very funny, or you real funny, you a jerk, but you real funny, and then that just stuck with me, and for some reason, and then like later on, I really got wind of like this show that happened in the town I was living in at the time. It was called I'll shout it out. It was called No Shame Theater, and we yeah, and it was kind of like an open mic kind of thing, basically.
Sure.
And got wind of it, and so I was like, man, I could try stand up comedy here. I went one night just to watch, and I had a friend of mine that was doing it at the time, so I don't know if he went up that night that I watched, but I went and watched, and then like the next week, I went and signed up and performed, and
Performed.
yeah,
You said perform. You didn't bomb? Like,
I didn't
what
really,
did you prepare? Would you
I
like, oh, I got a
prepared.
show, I got something to say, I got 3 minutes.
It's 5 minutes.
God damn. For the
You
first
get
time, five
5
minutes?
minutes. You get to light at 4.
That is
so I
long
planned
for a first time.
Yeah, it is, and I planned 3 stories because I didn't know how to write a joke. I just told 3 stories that I would tell in conversation and make people laugh.
Makes sense.
They got a decent response. It's not anything I'm proud of today, obviously, but like it was a decent response. The only thing I'm proud of that I did that very first time I ever went up is I took a beer and a water on stage and with me, because you didn't have a mic. It was a theater, so like
Right.
they were more so like thespian-ish. Like, we want you to project. It's it's more.
What
like
is liquid?
Yeah, so I took a beer, I took a beer and a water on stage, and I was like, depending on how these jokes go, depends on which one I'm gonna drink. And so I sat them both down, and I would just like talk, and if the joke didn't get the laugh I wanted, I would just pick up the beer, and then that would get a laugh, and drink that.
Oh, you had like a whole sketch going on.
Kinda, yeah.
It
And I
felt
thought
like it.
and I thought of it in the moment. Like I was just like, I need something to hide behind. So like so
Hey, I gotta give it to you. That's smart. That is smart.
And that's what
That's a
I did. And I've been doing it ever since. Okay, and it went okay. The second time bombed horribly. Second time ever on stage. Same place.
But you got off that first time, you're like, oh, I gotta come back and do this again.
Yeah, so yeah, I want to do it again.
How long did it take you between the first and second time? The next day?
Maybe like
a week?
Maybe like a week or 2 weeks, because the show was every week.
Oh.
And when I first started, I only knew of one place to perform, and it was weekly. So it was either 2 weeks or 1 week. I went back, bombed horribly, so bad, to the point where I was just like, my lease about to be up. Does anybody have a place I can they can recommend? Like it got bad. Like when I'm talking about quiet crickets chirping, because it's not like a booing type of crowd.
Yeah.
They're a welcoming crowd. So this was a true bomb.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, but then like a couple weeks after that, I brought it back because I was like, okay, because I got cocky after the first time. I was like, I don't gotta prepare.
You go back to her and say, look what I did.
Yeah, and I went back. I was like, got it.
Hey,
No.
you
Oh,
come
you
see
went to
it.
that girl?
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to her since.
Oh, well, she inspired you.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Shout out to you, Stephanie. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever her name is. But yeah. And I just been doing it from there. And then from then on, it was just that one spot, and then I started like trying to find out whether there were other places to perform, because in the town I was living, there was only that one. I'm like, I want to do this. I don't want to have to wait 7 days.
Right.
And I don't want to keep going to the same spot where the same people are every week, because then it means like it was fun at first for like 2 months maybe, because I was doing it every other week. But then after that 2-month period, I'm like, I got to write a new 5 minutes every week. And plus it's not, it's still fun, but I want to go somewhere else and try it. And
Yeah.
going to other places and start learning about comedy. And
So then Atlanta, you did in Atlanta?
Yeah, I found out how to like. I found out there were open mics in Atlanta. I like, yo, you go to open mics. There's open mics in Atlanta. Then there's a calendar where you can figure out which mics you want to go to, and then you sign up this way. This way you just go and sign up.
Mm-hmm.
This way you sign up in advance. I started learning all that stuff, and then yeah, as time goes on, like you just keep doing it. You just get better. Start getting booked on like more important things. And
How many years now?
8,
8.
7 or 8, yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, like if you add it all up, it's 7 or 8, because I would like take some time off to focus on like work, or like, and then just like not do much. And then like actually, if you add up all the time where I was just like intentionally doing it, it's about 7 or 8 years. Yeah,
That's solid.
yeah, but
That is solid.
so yeah, it's been fun. It's fun.
It's working
Yeah,
somehow.
somehow, yeah.
Somehow, don't pull out that beer and water shit again.
No, I won't do that again. I've never done that ever since. That's the only time I've ever done that, because I don't. It was just a nervous thing. It was a thing to help me with my nerves and give me something to do with my hands.
Yeah.
While I was on stage, because there's nothing in my hands. When
You don't know what to do. You're like,
and I didn't want to
your
hold
pocket.
it.
Or, oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
I was like, I could just put it down, and depending on whatever works, I just drink the thing that corresponds to the bomb. So yeah,
I dared to turn this pedicab thing into a bit. This shit is fucking stupid.
it's like
Stupid.
because it's not. That's not a bit.
I know it's not. You look genuinely confused by the word pedicab. Genuinely, I'm like, there's no way. Is that done this shit on? No fucking way.
No, but that.
Oh man.
That is recent. That is so recent.
He had an epiphany.
And I got
pedicab, like the petty, like the mani petty, like the foot.
Yeah, either someone said it or I saw it spelled out. I saw it spelled out and I thought about it.
You thought about to think that?
Like,
oh, shit.
yeah, it could be that too. I didn't want to let go of it. Like it's like, it could be both.
Look, you just spent a minute and a half explaining why. It does sound similar. It does sound like petty, like you're being paid, like you have no money to afford a real cab, so you get a pedicab.
I'll argue this in court. Like I can
look, man, we all have our hills to die on.
I'm dying on this petty. I feel like you can flip flop. I'm dying on this hill. You can say, no pun intended. You can dial. You can go.
You can down that hill if you can't. Yeah.
You can flip flop between petty and petty.
So, what's your dope shit? Do you have a dope shit?
Oh yeah. So I recently started watching this YouTube channel. I'm not affiliated with this whatsoever. I think his name is Danny Malt, and he does these. He talks about comic books, but he tells the story. So like it's not even really a recap. It's more like you go to Wikipedia and you read plot summaries of like movies, and it basically tells you what happened.
Right.
That's what he's doing, but he'll throw in dialogue from what the characters are saying, and he does it by volume. So it's kind of 2 for 1 dope shit. So through this channel, how I found out about this channel was that YouTube recommended me this video of this dude talking about this comic called Irredeemable.
Irredeemable? That's his name?
That's the name of the comic.
Oh.
So have you seen the show Invincible on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
So it's right. It's one of those if Superman was evil stories.
Yeah.
But it's a good story. So it's basically like you, without giving too much away, just in case somebody wants to read it. It's this guy. It starts off. It's a team. And the team is called the Paradigm. It's like the Justice League in this universe.
Right.
And Plutonian is the name of the Superman of this universe.
Okay.
So he's gone evil, and the Paradigm has to figure out how to stop him. But he killing these niggas off. Like but one by one. And they're in hiding. They're trying to hide from him while trying to figure out how to kill him. But he has super hearing, super strength. So they have to watch how they talk, how loud they talk, where they talk. They have to find out a new way. So they have these teleporters, so they can teleport to different places so that they can get out of danger quick if he shows up.
Oh, wow. But they're trying to kill him.
They're trying to kill him, but then later on in the book, it turns into like, do we want to kill him? What if a bigger threat comes along? Can we talk him off the ledge? Like,
Like his brother shows up.
it's all of that, right? And without giving too much away, that is kind of part of it later on. But there's so much other stuff happening within this comic. I think it's 4 volumes, but it's on Amazon Kindle. So if you have like a Kindle subscription, you can read it.
Okay. So what is it called?
Irredeemable.
Irredeemable.
Yeah, and it's super dope. I was trying to think, like you said, something I can like give away that won't give too much away. It's like, yeah, he like some people. It's one dude. Yeah, I say this part because you still want to read it. I think this part made me wanted to read it for real and not just listen to the dude's video. So I watched dude's video and then I started reading it.
Okay.
But this part made me want to read it. It was one dude who can heal, who basically can't die in the paradigm. It's one of his powers is like he can regenerate. He can't die. Like if you cut off a finger, I don't think he can grow it back. But as far as like he just can't die. So what the Superman of this universe did was give him brain damage. So because he damaged his brain so much to where it can't heal back to the way it was. So he's essentially dead. And so the comic book starts off like this, and they're questioning this dude, like, hey, because that was this Superman's in this universe's best friend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they're questioning